most of the lesion either appears as a vesicle as a fluid filled lesion, or an ulcerated lesion, or some kind of a nodule, or some kind of a bullous lesion. Bullous is a big vesicle. So in this topic, we will be covering wide variety of lesion, which are either of bacterial origin, viral origin, or it can be originating from an only autoimmune phenomena. So wide variety of origin can be seen inside the oral cavity as an ulcer. So before we start with the individual topics, we should first know what are the definition. So this definition are important for us to describe any lesion. So every peculiar lesion, like abscess ulcer will have different presentation, a herpetic lesion will have a different presentation. So we have to describe those terminology for that particular lesion. Starting with this definition, we have macule, papule, plaque, nodule, vesicle, bulla, erosion, pustule, ulcer, purpura, petechiae, and ecchymosis. So if you see, there are lots of definition. Any of this definition can be asked as an SCQ question, or when you write an LAQ question, a part of your LAQ will be comprising of this definition particular to that answer. I will see each and individual terminology in detail. First is your macule. So macule is an well circumcised fat lesion. The important point here to note is the lesion is flat, so it is not elevated. So when you palpate, it will have the same texture or same feel as a normal skin. That is only noticeable. So when you visually see it, it is seen because of change in the color from the normal mucosa. So it appears distinct because there is a change in the color. Okay, example for this, if you see a red lesion which is flat, not raised, not depressed like an ulcer, it can be because of vascular lesions or infection, pigmented lesions like brown, black like melanin, hemosiderin, or drug induced. So these are the example for macule. So when you clinically see, this is how the macule will appear. Clinically, it will be flat, only seen because there is some change in the color of the mucosa or the skin. So this is how a macule appears. Next is your papule. Papule is a solid raised lesion above the skin surface, or it can be a mucosal surface which is smaller in size, less than 1 centimeter in diameter. So apart from macule, the papule is a solid lesion which is raised. So when you palpate the lesion, it will appear as an elevated lesion which is above the skin or a mucosa. So it will be palpable to our hands, or when you visually see, you can see it is a raised or elevated lesion. Example of these are Fordyceps granules, lupus erythematosus, or lesion associated with sarcoidosis. Now this is how it clinically appears. A papule, which is a raised lesion, but the size is less than 1 centimeter. Now next lesion is plaque. Now plaque is a solid lesion, same like in papule, but the size is more than 1 centimeter. So only difference between papule and plaque is of size. If size is more than 1 centimeter, it is called as a papule. The example is leukoplakia. So this is how it appears. A raised solid lesion, size is more than 1 centimeter. This is how it appears. Next is nodule. Nodule is a solid elevated lesion of mucosa varying from size, maybe from 5 millimeter to 2 centimeter. These lesions are present deep inside the dermis and epidermis and can be easily moved over them. So apart from papule and plaque, nodule is also a solid lesion, but this is residing deep inside the mucosa. So it is a lesion affecting the dermis, and the overlying epidermis you can move over the lesion. So when you palpate it, the overlying skin can be moved, but with papule and plaque you cannot do that thing. So this is how a nodule will appear, a deep seated lesion, and when you palpate, this overlying skin can be moved over the lesion. This is how a papule will be, a nodule will be appearing. Next is vesicle. Vesicle is an elevated blister containing clear fluid which is under 1 centimeter in size. So in this definition, the important part is blister. Blister is like a fluid lesion. So whenever there is some burn kind of a lesion with hot water, whatever happen is a blister. And second important thing is it is filled by fluid and not with pus. And diameter is less than 1 centimeter. The most common example for vesicle is herpetic lesion or a herpes vesicles. So this is how it appears. Elevated lesion which is filled by fluid. Okay, this can be single or it can be multiple in number, but the appearance will be like this. Next is bulla. Bulla is somewhat similar like a vesicle. It is elevated blister, but it is more than 1 centimeter in size. So only difference between vesicle and bulla is of size. If it is more than 1 centimeter, it is called as bulla. If it is less than 1 centimeter, it is called as a vesicle. Example for this is pemphigus and bullous pemphigoid. So this terminology are new for you to understand, which is difficult to now correlate. So once we learn the disease in detail, all the terminology like new diseases like pemphigoid, pemphigus will be coming to know. Right now, just remember there are some diseases which will show vesicles, some will show bulla. Can you see this big fluid-filled lesion over the mucosa? This is how bulla will appear. The size is more than 1 centimeter. Next is your erosion. Erosion is a focal loss of epidermis which does not include dermal epidermal junction. So this lesion is restricted to the epidermis. It will not cause the dermis. So the junction is intact in this case. Now it is moist red lesion often caused by rupture of vesicle or bulla as well as trauma. So initially a vesicle will be formed or a bulla will form and that will rupture and the overlying skin will be lost and it will appear as the erosion. But in this case, you need to remember the junction, the dermis and epidermis junction is always intact. It is not breached. So this is how it appears. Only the superlying erosion is happening of epidermis and the junction is intact. So this kind of a lesion, red, will be seen. These are often very painful because nerve ending at that junction are exposed. Next lesion is pustule. Pustule is a raised lesion containing a purulent material. Purulent meaning a pus. So this is commonly seen with psoriasis, impetigo, or a common gum ball, what we can see after a dental abscess or a periapical infection of the tooth. So this gum ball is also an example of a pustule. So this is always filled by pus. Coming to next definition is ulcer. Ulcer is a defect in epithelium. It is a well circumcised. So you can make out the margin of the lesion overlying which the epidermal layer is lost. So difference between erosion and ulcer is the dermis, epidermis dermis junction is lost. Okay, so you can see this apart from epidermis, the junction of epidermis and dermis is affected. The most common example for this is aphthous ulcer or herpetic ulcer or a traumatic ulcer in which this junction is lost. Okay. Next is purpura. Purpura is a reddish to purple fat lesion caused by blood from the vessel leaking into the subcutaneous tissue. So whenever there is a leakage of blood inside a mucosa or a submucosa or a skin, whatever you see is a purpura. This can be defined into two different categories based on size. So if it is small, it is called as a pethecae. If it is large, it is called as a ecchymosis. So both this belongs to a group of purpura. So this is how it appears. If it is small, around 1 to 2 millimeter in diameter, a very small pinpoint lesion, it is called as a purpura. If it is large like this, secondary to a traumatic incidence or after a injection of local anesthetic agent or trauma, this is how it appears. In this, the size is more than 2 centimeter and there is a blood inside this kind of a lesion. It's called as an ecchymosis. So this is all about the